welcome. We're coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another PWCC Weekly Auction recap. We're looking at the top 96 cards that sold last night in the PWCC Weekly Auction number 75. It ended on June 25th, my oldest son's birthday. Today is Monday morning, June 26th. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. For those of you who are new to my channel or who have missed a couple of videos, real quick, I'm going to pitch it. If you want to support the channel, there's a few ways. Number one, I have a PayPal link on the channel if you want to donate a few bucks to the channel in appreciation for the videos that I put out on a pretty consistent basis. Please do so. It's on my main YouTube page, top right. Just click the PayPal button. The second thing that I implore you to do, if you watch these and you buy or sell on PWCC, do me a favor, go into my YouTube description, click my affiliate link. When you click that link, it'll pull it up in your web browser, save it to your favorites. When you buy cards on PWCC through my affiliate link, I get compensated for steering you guys towards PWCC. I am a mouthpiece for PWCC right now, but I am going to call it like I see it, believe it or not. And I would appreciate it if you would consider using my affiliate link. It's no skin off your back. It's no difference in your the price you pay for any of the cards you buy using that affiliate link. It just lets PWCC know that there's some people out there that listen to me and want to support my channel. As I do these PWCC weekly auctions and some other stuff for that particular auction house and sales platform. The third way is if you're selling cards or you're shipping cards to the PWCC vault. Even if you've always used PWCC, start using the promo code Cajun. It's all caps, C-A-J-U-N. If you do that, the PWCC will know that you're selling cards under my umbrella, and I'll get credit for those sales as well. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get cranking, and I don't want to spoil this, and we're going to build our way up from card number 96 to card number 1, but something happened last night. If you're a Steph Curry collector, this is definitely going to be the PWCC Weekly Auction that you're not going to want to miss. 39 out of 96 cards in the top 96 were Steph Curry cards. 39 out of 96. We don't even get to look a lot of them up in Card Ladder because so many of them are rare and unique. So we're going to look a few of them up. We're going to kind of get a real good feel for the pulse of the Steph Curry hobby. But like I said, some of these are so rare, you're not even going to be able to look them up in Card Ladder because they just don't sell very often. But let's not waste any time. There were some more vintage that sold. We'll start with the old John Brisker, 1972 Topps PSA 10. No doubt this is a set collector that forked over $2,040. It's a Pop 4 for John Brisker. I had never heard of John Brisker, but he looks like a beast in the picture. He looks like Walter Payton, like he could be a running back. The dude averaged 20 points in a very short NBA career, but John Brisker, never heard of him, but I guess he's considered a common in 72 Topps, but when you're a PSA 10 for a set collector, it's a $2,000 card. A 2018 Collegiate Black, one-of-one masterpiece, Steph Curry, $2,000. Steph Curry, and I like this card. The 2013 Prism is one of my favorite years of Prism. 12 and 13 are just awesome. 13 especially because they sort of expand the parallels a little bit. But this is the guard duty insert, and it's the gold, which is serial number to 10. It's a Pop 1 in PSA 9. There are two PSA 10s out there. This PSA 9 does 2,070. Two LeBron BGS 9.5 Min Gems do 2,070. Have those cards fallen. A 1972 Topps Bob Weiss, or Weiss if you're German. I guess the last name Weiss is actually most known for Vince Carter's nuts barely grazing the top of his head. Frederick Weiss. Vince Carter in an Olympic performance paying for Team USA actually jumped over this. I think he was 7'3", maybe 7'2". Frederick Weiss is what his name was, from France. And I think it was France. It might have been Germany, but I think it was France. And Vince Carter jumped over his head. So that's where the name Weiss comes in for me. This is also a Kareem ghost card. If you look real closely, you can see the great Lou Alcindor trying to guard Bob Weiss. $2,100 for that card. Also a set collector, no doubt. Hal Greer, I think, is a Hall of Famer and one of Wilt Chamberlain's best teammates. This is his 1970 Topps PSA 10. It's a Pop 6 card, does $2,100. Another gold Steph Curry. This is 2008 18 sensational signatures, gold, serial number 210, BGS 9.5. Minimum gem does 21.90. Another Steph Curry. I told you guys, you have no clue how many Steph Curry cards are in this. 30. Well, you know exactly how many, but it's fascinating. I've never seen this large proliferation, a percentage of one particular player in a PWCC Weekly Auction. I have to believe a lot of these came from the same consignor who decided to just reallocate his money or maybe tidy up and buy a bigger Steph Curry. I don't know. It would be nice if somebody could comment if they know anything about it, but you'll see as we approach the number one on the list, it's just Steph, and the cards just keep getting bigger, badder, and better. It's really cool. 2009, this is a rookie 10-10, which makes it a pop 1. 2,220 seems like a really low price for that. Again, Panini Studio is probably not the type of product that's going to live in your memory if you're going to be in this hobby 10, 15, 20 years from now. But 10-10, and it's a pop 1, and it's a Steph Curry on card. That's pretty cool. Trae Young Mojo BGS 9.5 mixed gem does 2,250. Remember, the Mojos were serial number 25. This is his rookie signatures from his rookie year in Prism. A Steph Kaboom BGS 9.5. We're going to look this one up. 2,280 for that 9.5. No, we're not going to look it up. I lied to you. And by the way, I want to go back, or I haven't gotten there yet. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't miss this because we're going to get a little history lesson in a second. Steph Kaboom from 2013, back when Kaboom was actually really rare. 2280 for this BGS 9.5. I don't think I looked it up because it was too damn rare. Next to that, we've got a Kobe 2010 Panini Prestige along the lines of Panini Studio. Just not a super highly sought after set, but Prestige did have a couple of year run there. This one's serial number 25, and it's a pop 1 Kobe for 2280. The Steph Topps Chrome base rookie card BGS 9.5 does 2280. John Trezvant. I've heard of Ralph Trezvant, famous R&B artist from back in the 90s, but this is John Trezvant. I wonder if he's related. Played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Card number 126. This PSA 10 common with a PWCC sticker goes for 2,280. He's got a little Evander Holyfield / Dominique Wilkins. Evander Wilkins, that's what I'm going to say when I see this card. Let me know if I'm crazy. I like to find lookalikes, but this looks like if Evander Holyfield and Dominique Wilkins had a baby, this is what they would have. John Trezvant would be his name. This Trezvant card does not have a piece of ear missing, so probably not related to Evander Holyfield. I'll never forget where I was that night that Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson were supposed to fight, and then Tyson bit his ear off. Steph Curry patch autograph from 2009, another obscure Panini product, limited, serial number 299, BGS 9.5 min gem does 2310. The Jordan card number 26. There's rumors it's the first ever licensed Jordan card. Some people say the 101. Some people say it's this card. I'm not getting into that. 2,310 for this card in a BGS 7.5. I was lucky to pick this up in an 8.5 very recently, as I am trying to collect the entire Jordan Star run from start to finish in BGS 8.5. Johnny Neumann, or Newman, I'm not sure how you would pronounce it. I think Germans would pronounce it Neumann, but I might be wrong. I'm not German. Johnny, let's say Newman, wearing a nice brown helmet, it looks like. Those are preposterous. That is the most preposterous haircut I think I've seen on here. He's actually really good looking. And I'm going to go out on a limb again. Here's another lookalike. If you guys watch The Office, I can't remember their name. It was like Plop and whatever. The two interns that came in, and this one had the crush on the girl that worked at the front desk. This looks like him. Not Plop. What was his name? Plop? I can't remember his name. But that looks like him if you ask me. Look real closely at his face. Tell me I'm crazy. I think it looks just like him. Comment below. Let me know if I'm nuts. 2,310 for this Neumann. You're probably looking at the card and thinking, well, first you're looking at his hair, but then you're going to read Tams, and you're going to say, what the hell is Tams? And that's what I said when I looked at this card. And then I looked it up in basketballreference.com. It was actually an ABA team in Memphis. I know a little bit about the ABA. It was before my time, but the Memphis Tams were around, and that was the name of the Memphis team in the ABA from 72 to 74. The team was named the Buccaneers, the Pros, the Tams, and lastly the Sounds. And I guess they just disappeared when the ABA and the NBA merged. But the Memphis Tams sucked, and that's probably why you never heard of them, and that's probably why why they didn't survive. They only had 2 years. Their first years as the New Orleans Buccaneers were the first years that they were actually relevant and they had a winning record. And then they changed their name to the Pros, and then they changed their name to the Tams, and then they changed their name to the Sounds. My guess is ownership was changing. They were trying to roll over and start a new brand. Steph Curry, 2020 flawless diamond thingy, serial number to 5, 2340 for that pop 1. Stainless steel Trae Young rookie. These are actually like metal cards. I've held one of these in my hands, if I recall. It's a 1-of-1 masterpiece, only copy made. It's the Stars Platinum 1-of-1, not graded. It's got an NBA deal on there, so you can look at the heat map, which PWCC does in conjunction with NBA. If you're ever buying raw cards and you see that they've got this NBA Authentic label at the top, click into the card. Here, God dang it, let's do it. Let me just show you. Here you go. This is what you get. You get the video of the raw card, and this is for people who are thinking, maybe I can buy raw, grade, flip, see what happens, you know. But you should get a heat map. Here's your heat map. If there were any glaring defects, this is not a perfect science, people, right? Mike Baker's not, NASA, but if there were any glaring deficiencies in the card, and again, these stainless cards are damn near indestructible, so it's very difficult to screw them up. There would be like a bright color, if an edge was messed up, and this is a bad example because this one has no glaring defects, but this is what the inside of an NBA raw card looks like. We've got the 2018 Donruss Optic Fast Break Gold right here, serial number to 10. I don't dig these cards. I think it's kind of an ugly card with a whole lot going on. It just seems like too much thrown at the card, but 2,400 for this one. It's a PSA 9 Doncic rookie. Next to it, we've got the 2010 National Treasures Gear Laundry Tag Steph. This is a 1-of-1 masterpiece, so another Steph 1-of-1 card. It won't be the last. It wasn't the first. Dual autograph. I like this one. Dual autograph of Afro Gasol and Kobe Bryant right here. Serial number to 50. Donruss Elite Teamwork. Of course, we know they had an interesting relationship where Kobe was a little bit abusive early on, and then Gasol probably needed that, but Kobe got the most out of Gasol, and then they ended up almost being like family. It's a really special relationship that these two guys had, and it's something you might want to dig into a little bit if you're a Laker fan or if you didn't hear about their relationship. But two very different people with very, very different personalities. One hyper competitive, the ultra competitor, right? Right alongside Jordan and a couple of other guys that I could think of, with a very sensitive, relatively soft European player who had never won until he paired with Kobe. And Kobe toughened up Gasol, and they did great things together, obviously. And, Gasol's a Hall of Famer now. Upper Deck Trilogy, Generations, LeBron, BGS 9 with a 10 for the autograph. This is from 2006, so fourth year LeBron does 2,400. Dual autograph, Steph and Steve Kerr. Pretty cool card right there. 2,520 for that card from Immaculate Collection. Two hillbillies, and I can say that because I'm from Kentucky, and my family is from rural Kentucky. So I'm allowed to call people hillbillies, especially if they look like hillbillies, and these two guys do. I would turn the other way if I ran into either one of these dudes in a dark alley. Just me personally. This is the 1970 Topps Clyde Lee. This is the 1970 John McLaughlin, who was actually, I think, a really good player for the Bucks. And the only reason I know that is because if you take the Bucks, like they have those teams on NBA 2K where you can go back and take historic teams. I think he's on the team with Kareem, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know. I didn't look up his digits and see what kind of numbers McLaughlin put up. But those two commons, relatively common, I'm assuming, were both Pop 4, and they both sold for $2,500. No doubt to a PSA set registry slave, set collector. And I say slave in a good way because it's pretty cool. Steph Curry die cut status gold Donruss Elite from 2009. That is a rookie. Serial number to 24. BGS 9 does 2640. Boy, you could have loaded up on some Steph stuff. A Topps Magic Bird PSA Authentic 10 for the autograph, all blue ink. Scoring leaders rookie card 2640. 1-in-1 Steph Curry. This is from 2021. Those 1-in-1 boxes, man, those are nuts, right? I can't believe the prices people pay for those. I think it's just 2 cards, but if you're going to pull one, this is probably a good one to pull. I don't know if it would even get you your box price back, given how expensive that product was. And ironically, the cards that most people open those boxes looking for are the card to the left right here, which is the Doncic Timeless Moments, serial number to 25. This is the blue variation, which is a color match for Doncic, theoretically and technically. 2760 for both of those cards. I wonder which one of those I would rather have. I'm probably going to go with the is PSA 7-9 for the auto. Yuck, I don't know. I don't want either one of those. I want my 2760. That's just me. Crown Silhouettes. What is the first card I looked up, for God's sakes? Okay, we're waiting. It's almost here. Yeah. So this is a Silhouettes 2018 Crown Royal Silhouettes serial number 10 Steph patch autograph. That card does 2760. The first card we're actually going to look up in Card Ladder. Yeah, I know I got through a lot, and normally I look up a lot more cards, but we've got a lot coming that I'll look up. Probably 15 coming up real quick. This is the 2017 Court Kings blank slate. This is an insert in the ultra modern world that I actually dig. It's very simple, and for that reason, I like it. It's almost like a PMG in that it's, featuring the player. The player is like the focal point of it, right? The background's very different. It's very, it's not quite as eye-popping with the red and the green as a PMG, and it's obviously a different texture and different condition sensitivity. So I'm not comparing it in that way, but it's like, nothing takes away from the player's, depiction on the card. In that way, it's almost like a simple elegance, and I like it. It's a BGS 10, which makes it a Pop 2. And if we look it up, this one went last night for $28.80. It's only sold twice. Ironically, the 9.5 about 9 months ago sold for $4,175. Last night, somebody picked up the BGS 10 Pop 2 for $28.80. So somebody's got to be feeling really bad, and somebody's got to be feeling really good about that particular card and those two sales that I just showed you. 2013 Flawless Benchmark serial number 10 Kobe. BGS 810 Auto does $28.80. Let's look up Doc. Doc's sticker, PSA 10. Not much to see here, right on the number. I just wanted to show you guys. It seems like most of the 86 Fleer has sort of settled down and steadied and found a floor. These stickers are tough. The gem rate is always absolutely paltry. 0.9%, 4,659 graded, and only 42 PSA 10s. Yes, 42 out of 4,000 plus. 0.9% gem rate, 2880 last night, down from the one before, but up from the one before that. I think we're right at where this card belongs, 2,800 to 3,000, something like that. Of course, if you guys want to see some absolute chaos, this is what the 86 Fleer set did at one time. Someone is into this card for almost $10,000. Nice 3-for-1, 3.5, 4-for-1 discount last night. We've got a Dick Snyder, not to be confused with Dick Slider. This is Dick Snyder wearing some random Halloween t-shirt. It's from 1970, tops. It's PSA 10. I'd bet all of my Dylan Brooks rookie card collection that this Dick Snyder was picked up by the same person that picked up these two Hillbilly PSA 10s down here. That's just my hunch. But PSA set registry is alive and well and causing people to make drastically illogical but entertaining decisions. Right next to that, we've got the 2020 Crown Royale LaMelo Ball Kaboom. This is a PSA 10. This is a rookie card. This is a $3,000 card, which seems like a lot unless you look next to it and there's a Dick Snyder that sold for $3,000. But if we pull up this LaMelo, there you go. This is what it's done over the last 6 months. A little bit down. This is the lowest sale of the last 6 months. That's the one thing that would concern me a little bit, and it's probably because LaMelo's been out of sight, out of mind. Injuries have a lot to do with this. I think the kid's productive. He's flashy. He needs to get some better players. It looks like he's got Brandon Miller now as his new sidekick. Miles Bridges is coming back. So we've got a guy that provided a gun for a murder, a guy that beats women, and then LaMelo Ball and his social media nonsense. I don't see Charlotte becoming relevant anytime soon. Also, in case you missed it, Brandon Miller first said that Paul George is his GOAT, not LeBron James, which he just left Jordan out of the conversation. So that's strike number one and gives me great concern for his IQ on and off the court. Then the second thing Brandon Miller said on draft night is that he sees Charlotte in the NBA Finals very, very soon. And welcome to the NBA, Brandon. You are not going to be in the Finals anytime soon. In fact, you're likely never going to be in the Finals with the Charlotte team if you're in the NBA 5 years from now. Those two things would give me great concern if I was prospecting into Brandon Miller. Just my observation. We got a Steph Curry Absolute memorabilia, Panini Studio, Panini Preferred, all that kind of stuff. Absolute memorabilia falls into that category of those kind of obscure Panini products. Serial number to 499. Cool looking card. 3 colors, triple patch, autograph, 31.20 for that. Steph Curry sneaker spotlight. These are badass. I wanted to jump in and kind of collect a couple of these sets from a couple of years. The damn cards are just too expensive. I think that the sneakerheads that came into the hobby really gravitated to these and picked these cards up. I think these cards are going to have lasting value. The Sneaker Spotlight collection and those inserts are really, really cool cards, and that acetate really renders a really cool looking signature. I like the vibe of these cards. I think it'd be really cool. And I've seen a couple pictures where people set chase this, and it's just really good looking. This one's serial number to 99, 3360 for that one. I've actually looked this one up. It's a 2018 Select Neon Green Doncic. I actually sold one of these for a lot more than this, thank goodness. This one's serial number to 99. Here it is. 3360 last night, 4550 before that, 7,000 less than 6 months ago. Yikes. That is a 2-for-1 discount in a really quick period. I don't have the Doncic index pulled up right now in front of me, but I know his cards have gone down. All of you people that thought you were priced out of Doncic, it's coming back into the conversation. Again, buy the right cards. I'm not saying this is it. This is not the card I would personally buy, but we might be getting back into a little buy window for Doncic. Giannis, same thing. Another Steph Curry, man, limited, another obscure Panini. Maybe somebody said, I'm getting out of my obscure stuff. I'm going to buy some cool stuff. Not that this isn't cool. 2009 limited gold spotlight, serial number to 10, does 3360. 2 Jordan PSA 9 stickers do 3360. I think I pulled that up just to show you guys. Again, if there's 2 cards that sell on the same night, Card Ladder takes all the sales, and a bunch of them sold. 1, 2, 3, all sold for 3360, 3360, 3650. Card Ladder adds that up, divides by 3, and then creates a data point here right on the number. No surprise there. That card is flat as a fritter, as they say, in 1980. Over the last 6 months, up 1.91%. I consider that flat, but that's what the Jordan PSA 9's doing. So much like the Doc, it looks like that's kind of found its floor. Prism Select Gold LeBron BGS 9.5 serial number to 10 does 3480. Steph Curry Certified Gold serial number to 10 does 3480. Steph Curry Inscriptions Gold from Panini Flawless BGS 9 does 3480. Steph, and more Steph, and we're not done. 1980 Bird Magic, another Bird Magic. This one is a PSA 6 with a 10 for the auto, and it outsells the PSA Authentic 10 for the auto. I think, wasn't the first one we looked at? Yeah, so we went PSA Authentic Auto 10, 2640, PSA 6 Auto 10, 3480. Interesting. It's probably an autograph collector who knows a lot more about autographs as to why that card's worth about $1,000 more. Doncic 1-and-1 Downtown BGS 10. That's a pop 1 for all of you counting at home, 3600. And then a really cool patch on this. This is the gold standard black gold threads with a really unique, really cool multicolor, multi-break patch, 3600, and that's a 1-of-1 as well. Those gold threads were, black gold was 1-of-1, so really another Steph Curry 1-of-1 card. Man, it seems like we've seen a lot of those already. Let's look up this Kobe. We saw the refractor version with coating sell last week, or maybe that was in the premiere, I can't remember, but the 96 Finest base card number 269 PSA 10 that says air is at the top. Way down, way down, but I think this is the anomaly. I think this is the anomaly right here. The 8,000 doesn't fit. This 3,600 fits. That's actually the exact same as the sale from February, which is almost the exact same as the sale from February, which is almost the exact same as the sale from just after Christmas before New Year. So that seems to me to be the anomaly. If we pan out, let's pan out to a year. Yeah, that's the outlier, right? This card's up, actually. If you throw this weirdo sale out, card's up 30% over the last year, which is a good sign for Kobe collectors because not all Kobe cards are up. But if I was going to buy a base Kobe rookie card, obviously, if you can find a non-green Topps Chrome, that's cool. There's a bunch of other Topps Papers, cool, right? But the 96 Finest, this card especially with him doing the reverse dunk on the other side of the rim, is a pretty cool card. That was one of Kobe's signature dunks. 1986 Fleer, Dominique Wilkins PSA 10 sticker. We looked up the Dr. J. Let's look up the Neek. Watch what this gem rate is. The Doc was 0.9, the Neek is 1.4. 4,000 graded, 57 of them are PSA 10s. That's a low pop. All the stickers are less than 100 pop except the Jordan, which is slightly over. But this is what the Neek's done. Very similar to the Doc. You know, it undulates, it goes up and down, but it looks like we're finding the floor with that Neek sticker as well. Every single auction. Every auction, there is a Kobe Eminence autograph. They must have printed 50 freaking billion of this card. Every single PWCC Weekly, at least one of these appears in the top 100. I guess the good sign is it's always in the top 100 sales. So it's a card that people do want. And to be honest with you, I don't personally collect it, but the gold Sharpie on the black background I think is really cool in the Panini encased little two-piece thing there. This is Klay Thompson's true rookie card. It's a PSA authentic. If it was graded, I'd look it up, but I'm not digging it. Serial number to 199, 3720 for this card, right next to a Steph NBA gear. Serial number to 30, 3720. And then a Jordan authentic with a 9 for the autograph, 1987 Fleer. Super, super authentic because it's way off center, which was par for the course for 1987 and 1986 Fleer for that matter. But 87 especially, really tough to find centered. Horrible right to left, horrible top to bottom. Autograph gets a 9. Card still does 3720 because it's the GOAT. Let's look up the Kareem PSA 9. We know the Kareem PSA 10. Sad face emoji. Yes, I sold mine, but I did okay. That 1986 Kareem PSA 10 sticker is the linchpin for all PSA 10 1986 Fleer set collectors with only a pop of 15. What about the PSA 9? You can see it does 3720. It's got the great Scott Wedman and James Worthy in the card as well. Here it is, sort of finding its floor. It actually reverses a trend of 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive upward sales. But again, it's just going to depend on the card. When you're buying the 9, that's the next best you can do, right? It's a pop 280. There's your gem rate on the PSA 10. 3348 graded, 0.45% gem rate. Just absolutely unfathomable. 15 of them. There was 13 of them forever. Now there's 15 of them apparently. I no longer own one, but there was a time. But the PSA 9 is still a big card. That's a big sticker. PSA 9 3720. Right on the number. 2 more 1970s tall boys. This is a PSA 10. Flynn Robinson. This is a Hal Greer whose face is cut off in the picture. Wow. Seems like they could have kind of lowered that and at least fit him in there. 3720 and 3840 for those two set registry chasers. And then we got a whole row of Steph. Color Blast, Kaboom, and National Treasures 1 of 1. So another Steph Curry 1 of 1. I didn't look up the Color Blast, which sold for 4,080, but I did look up this Kaboom because even though I don't dig Kabooms, it's an early year Kaboom when they were super rare. So let's check it out. 2015 Panini Excalibur, another obscure product where they were putting Kabooms to help sell the product. It does 4,080, down from 4,440, down from 4,800, way down from 8,000. It's only a pop 8, and this is what I wanted to show you. Only 39 of those have ever been graded by PSA and Beckett, 40 if you throw SGC in there. They grade really well, as you can see from the gem rate. SGC's graded 1, it's a gem. Beckett and PSA are both hovering around 3 out of every 4 grading gem mint. So you could throw grade out the window. They must be durable cards because they grade really well, but there's just not a lot of them out there. So if you're going to collect Kabooms, I would suggest, I rarely do this, and I would never buy a Kaboom, really, to be honest with you. But if I was going to buy one, I'd look at earlier Kabooms because they seem to be much shorter print runs. More Steph Curry. More Steph Curry. Immaculate Collection 710 autograph. Milestones autograph. Both of those do about 4,200, 4,320 respectively. Jim King, super creepy looking card here. Let's look a little bit closer to make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, that's creepy. I don't know what else to say. I don't like the haircut. Not that I'm one to brag, but this Jim King old label PSA 10 is only a pop 2. And you know what that means? That means if you want to win the set registry chase for the best 1970 top set in the world, you better grab the Jim King while you can because we may not see this card before the year 2030. And when you do, it's probably going to be worth more. It's just the trend that I'm seeing on those 69, 70, 71, 72 PSA 10 commons. Not that Jim King is common. Son of Don King. No resemblance. PSA 10, 1986 Fleer Olajuwon. PSA 10 with the PWCC A sticker, about on the number. Again, finding the floor, 86 Fleer, not much to write home about. 3% gem rate. That's why the PSA 10s are so important. The cards were printed out the wazoo, but the PSA 10s are just hard to grade, hard to find centered, hard to keep without white corners and edges. A triple autograph with Mamba, KD, and Anthony Davis on that acetate. 7.5 for the grade due to horrible corners apparently and not great edges and surface. 9.5 for centering you got. This one's serial numbered to 15 and it's got a 10 for the autograph, which I probably would say is the most important. 49.20 for that one. A Doncic black box encased, slabbed, 1 of 1. That's just a lot going on right there, but it says masterpiece, but I think that's misleading. These black box and these white box cards, I don't know enough about this, and really I think you comment below if you think this should be called a 1 of 1 masterpiece if it's a white box or a black box. Please comment below and let me know what you think. And educate us. If you know about the black box and the white box 1 of 1s, educate us and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure I would consider this card a 1 of 1 masterpiece the way I would consider, for instance, this card a 1 of 1 masterpiece because it actually came out of a pack as a 1 of 1 and serial numbered that way. And it's not just a white stamp on the card. Interesting, or a black stamp. 2009 National Treasures. This is a rookie patch auto. BGS 9.5, $5,040. Seems cheap to me. Bird sticker. Looking up a lot of these. Right on the number. No surprise here. 5160 up a bit. Right about the same as the sale from May 2023, a few months ago. 4800, 5160. Of course, it's way down from where it was earlier in the year. And really way down from the all-time high of, yikes, 21,600 back in February of 2022. Holy moly. The only Anthony Edwards card in the top 96, thanks to Steph Curry taking up about half the spots. This is a serial number to an arbitrary 11. BGS 9, this is National Treasures crossover. I haven't seen this. It's got like a Playmakers Theater type frame to it. Pretty cool card. I like it. It's horizontal, but I like this card. It's a BGS 9. Autograph is 10 on the back, which is good, although that autograph looks a little sketch. 55.20 for that Anthony Edwards. The LeBron, this autofocus, I did look it up. It finished right on the number. I don't have it pulled up in Card Ladder, but I was just curious. We see this card a lot, believe it or not. It grades really well. It's BGS 9.5, serial number to 100. This on glass autograph from Upper Deck Glass does 55.20. That's a rookie. This is a Kobe Bryant 2003 SB Game Use authentic patch autograph. This card has a great looking patch right there. It's just a well-designed card, in my opinion. Does 58.80. I want to look this up because nobody's more off the radar than this guy, and nobody really knows where he's going to end up or how his career is going to finish. I don't know how history is going to remember this guy, to be quite honest with you. Guys like Harden, Westbrook, it doesn't seem, if I was a gambling man, I don't think they're going to ever get a ring. They're certainly not going to get a ring as the alpha, and so that window has closed. The question is, where does history remember guys like this? Damian Lillard, a guy that I collect and I'm passionately collecting, same question. I wonder how these guys will be remembered 10 years from now. Will there be big collector bases for these guys? Vince Carter is a guy who never won, has a huge collector base. Allen Iverson's a guy that never won that has a huge collector base. Will these guys fall into that vein? Those two guys that I named from the 90s were obviously really exciting. James Harden, not so much. But Lillard and Westbrook in their prime were, and Lillard still is, very, very exciting, very athletic, very highlight worthy. It's interesting. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Harden, Westbrook, and Lillard as being collectible players 10 years from now. You won't hurt my feelings. This is an interesting triple logo, man. Bassey with Sebastian Telfair, Stephon Marbury, and skip to my Lou, Rafer Alston. So a very interesting triple NBA logo, man, patch card right there. 6,900, the power of the logo, man, and the triple logo, man. 2011 Preferred Silhouettes Prime Steph Curry. This is serial number to 25, does 7,200. Jordan PSA 8 does 7,200. The Steph Curry Topps Chrome base rookie card, serial number to 999. I can't remember what I looked up. The James Harden, I forgot to look it up. look at what's happened to the Harden. Obviously, way down from the 28,000 2 years ago. That was December of 2021, all the way down here to 6,000. So 3-for-1 discount now. Pop 37, 105 graded between PSA and BGS. Only 37, 9.5. So I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of James Harden, but my God, the guy's one of the best offensive players the NBA's ever seen. Definitely a top 75 player all time, without question. By the way, what did I look at? Oh, I looked up the Steph. Yeah, I looked up that Silhouettes serial number 25 card. The 8.5 sold for $8,700 in July last year. Almost a year later, about 11 months later, you could upgrade your grade, a half a grade to the BGS 9 and still pay $1,500 less. So we know the Steph market's come down a little bit since then. Kobe Momentous Autographs BGS 9 does 9,000. That's a one-of-one, people. That's a one-of-one Kobe Flawless autograph right there. Jeff Mullins does not look like he would be real successful in the sport of basketball, just my opinion. 1969 Topps. This is a PSA 9, Pop 12, but there's no 10s. So it's almost like it's a 10, Pop 12, right? Because there's no 10s, if you're a set registry chaser, you're not going to buy raw and grade and get a 10. You're just not, right? We're here. How many years later is this? Here, let me do some quick Cajun math. 54 years later, did I do that right? 54 years post-release, you're probably not going to get a PSA 10 on a tall boy unless you buy a box and get outrageously lucky. You'd have to buy it from Nat Turner or Naz or one of those guys that rips boxes like this. You just don't see 1969 Topps boxes, and it's going to cost an arm and a leg if you do. But it's a PSA 9 with no 10s, and so if you're a set registry chaser, you chase that card the same way you chase a Brisker PSA 10. Steph Curry, a couple Steph Currys in a row, 9,300, 9,600. We got a Steph Curry gold that kind of, this card does kind of catch your eye. I know it's like, 12th or 13th year Steph Curry card, but Panini Prism True Golds really do catch your eye. And I know a lot of people out there, there's a lot of contentious discussions out there in the hobby. Are there too many golds? Like if 10 years from now, right? 2033, are we going to look back and say, gold is gold, or is it going to be worth even more? I don't know. It's interesting discussion, right? As to whether or not, would you rather a gold serial number 10 Prism than a one-of-one flawless patch autograph? You know what I'm saying? Like the question is, where does it rank? Where does it fit? Logo Man auto Steph Curry from a random year versus a Prism gold. I guess it just depends on whatever floats your boat, right? Joe Caldwell, never heard of him. I don't like this attitude he's giving off. The attitude he's giving off is like, I'm too good to be in this photo shoot. Go photograph somebody else. I'm Joe Caldwell. PSA 9, 1969 Topps, number 41, does 9,900. And guess what? Just like our boy Jeff Mullins, the great Joe Caldwell is a Pop 8, none higher. So again, chase it the way you chase a 10. You set registry collectors. We do have a PSA 10 Lloyd Peterson here. Famous guard from Cleveland. Everybody's heard of Lloyd Peterson. $10,500. $10,500 for a Lloyd Peterson 1970s Topps PSA 10 tall boy. Same price, basically, as a Logo Man on-card autographed Steph Curry from 2014. This is his Eminence MVP tags, one of one. Pretty cool looking card there, I must say. Next to a Doncic Prism. We saw the neon green, numbered to 99. This is the Select Gold, serial number 2, only 10. This is a Pop 2 card, Luka Doncic rookie on-card auto, and it does 12,000. People don't like mixed sets. For those of you who are collecting out there, and I know you don't have a choice sometimes in vintage, but just generally speaking, I'm just a word of advice. You lose eyeballs when your set is mixed, and that's what this is. All PSA 8, 8.5, and 9. That is what we call a mixed set in the hobby, and especially in 86 Fleer, you're not going to get the full value when you sell a mixed set as you would if you sold the set all 8s, all 8.5s, or all 9s. It might have been better to break this up. Let me know if I'm crazy in the comments. Let me know what you think. Jordan PSA 9 does 15.6. I think I looked it up. Very rare card. Pop 2,926. Pretty much on the number. It's dipped as low as 12,000. Wow, that must have been a bad one. Over the last 6 months, 7.18% up. Who would have guessed that? Bird Magic, PSA 9. Here's the comparison. This is what I want you guys to tell me. You've got the greatest to ever do it, and then right next to him, you've got 2 of the top 10 Hall of Famers of all time on the same rookie card, and you got a PWCC sticker. It's the same grade. Which one are you taking for the long haul? Pop 2,926. The Bird Magic is pop 623, and I repeat, 2 of the 10 greatest players of all time on the same only rookie card. There's not even an argument out there for Bird Magic like Jordan has the star people that argue the 101s is rookie. There's not even an argument. This is unquestionably the rookie card for Bird and Magic. And yes, I know that Bird and Magic appear on other cards in the 1980 top set, but no one considers those the rookie card. They always consider the scoring leader the rookie card. If you're waiting for someone else to say, well, wait, Bird's got other rookies in 1980 tops, they may be called that, and you may call it that, and it may be the same set, but you're not getting away with it because that card on your screen is the card that everybody considers to be the rookie card. 15,600 for both of them. What a cool comparison that is. Make a decision. 2013 signatures, Giannis. This is a 1-of-1 Giannis rookie, 16,200. Panini signatures did not stick around for long. PSA 9 Giannis does 16,200. Seems like a big number there. That's a big number. 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor Steph Curry. These were serial number to 500. I've got it pulled up. There it is. It actually jumped a little bit, so that's good to see. A lot of the Stephs we looked at were going down. This one was going down 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row, and then it's 5 times in a row, and then it bounced a little bit back to 18. So good sign for that card right there. It's a been graded 304 times, and again, it's serial number to 500. So 18,000 for that Steph. Steph autograph from Studio Skylines. This is a 1-of-1. 910 does 18.6. Another Steph from National Treasures NBA Gear, serial number to 49. BGS 9.5. This one does 18,600. I can't remember. I did look it up. Okay, here it is. It's only sold twice. You're not going to like it. About a year ago, it sold for 31,000. Last night, the same card, same grade. Looks like the exact same patch. I could dig in. It is the same exact card. Wow, somebody took almost a $13,000 beating on that one. Not good to see. More Steph. The top row. Well, surprise, surprise. 5 out of the top 6 are Steph. I warned you guys. 5 out of the top 6. Wow. We've got a Steph 2009, and I think he has 2 rookie exquisite autographs, serial number to 225. This is card number 64. This BGS 9.5 true quad gem does 19,200. Let's go check it out in comparison to the last few sales. Here it is over the last year. Let's look at 2 years. It's down. We knew it was going to be down, but this is a great sign. It jumped a ton from the sale only 30 days ago. What is that? About 30? Yeah, a little bit less than 30. A little bit less than 30 days ago. 13,000 jumped all the way up to 19,000. Maybe it's because it's a quad gem, and this sale a little bit less than 30 days ago was a. Can't find it. I don't know. It's gone. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Show more. I don't see it. Sorry. I was going to try to show you guys. It was probably a min gem, and that probably had a little bit to do with the jump, but I couldn't find it. 2018 Immaculate Collection Premium Patch Autograph. This is serial number to 15. This seems odd to me. I don't understand why this card would sell for more than this card. That doesn't make sense. Am I missing something here? This is a rookie. I get it, serial number to 15, and I get it, serial number to 225, but this is a quad gem. This is a BGS 8.5. The patch is better, and there is a patch. There's no patch here. It's Davidson rather than Golden State, but this is like a 10th year Steph Curry or 9th year or whatever, and it sold for more. I don't know about that. I would take the rookie card, all things considered. I don't collect Steph, but if you ask me to choose one of these, I'm taking that rookie card. And then the card that won it is the GOAT, and it's not really all that special of a card. It's a, BAS, Beckett Authenticated, BGS 8 with a 10 for the auto, in-person autograph card, which in and of itself is pretty cool, of Otis Birdsong. Oh, and Michael Jordan is on it as well. And luckily they got the right guy to autograph it. They could have been a Birdsong autograph, but they got Jordan to autograph it. 21,600 for this one. I did my best to look it up. It looks to me like the last card like it that sold, and for whatever reason, this one that sold for 21.6 is not appearing in Card Ladder yet for some reason. Or either that or I'm looking it up wrong. Maybe it's because it's, let me just put this in and see what happens. It's going to screw us up. It's going to pull up some PSA 8s. But it's not pulling up last night's sale for whatever reason. But this is the last sale of 27,600. Same card, but it's a different certification number, so it's not the exact same card. And you can tell the autograph on the two cards. This is much darker, thicker blue Sharpie, and this one's a much thinner blue Sharpie. But in May of 2022, so about 13 months ago, the card sold for $27,600. The card last night sells for $21,600. And so that's it, guys. In our top 10, let's look at it. It's Jordan, it's Curry times 5. It's a Giannis 1/1. It's the 2 flagship kind of rookie cards for Jordan, and then Bird and Magic in mint grade PSA 9s. And then it is an entire set of 1986 Fleer mixed, which, again, comment below. Let me know what you think about mixed sets. Am I off my rocker by saying that? Thank you guys for watching as always. I try to keep these things at about 45 minutes. It's a lot to discuss, and I talk really fast, and I speak fluent Cajun, fluent South Louisiana. Actually, I don't. You should come down here and listen to the great people in South, especially South Louisiana, speak. It's fascinating, and it takes a while to learn the dialect. I don't sound like most Louisiana people, believe it or not. But nevertheless, I am Cajun Cardboard, and this is my channel, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Hit the bell icon for notifications. You're going to get these weekly auction updates every single Monday. You're going to get premier auction updates. You're going to get golden updates for the golden weekly top 23 Jordan cards every Friday. I've got all sorts of video series running, and then I'll just throw out random videos every once in a while where we look at cards and we talk about cards. I'm working on a massive game changer for the hobby Jordan project. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I want to do it all the right way, and it's going to be a big splash. I think you guys are really going to be impressed and really like it. It's going to be special. It's going to be something I think the hobby is going to be able to use as an educational tool for decades to come. I don't mean to call my shot like the great Babe Ruth or like Brandon Miller, who thinks Charlotte's going to win a title, but I really think you guys are going to like this project. It is estimated time of arrival, I would say, in the next. I'm gonna be pushing it to try to get it out before National. We'll see. I'm not sure. What is it? June 26th. National's about 30 days from now. It'll be tough. I want to make sure I do it the right way, so I'm actually putting in a ton of thought to make sure it's as accurate as can be. But if you collect Jordans, or if you collect 90s, but especially if you collect Jordans or you want to start collecting Jordans, this is a tool that you're really going to want to pay attention to. And even if you're an expert and you know 100 times more than me about Jordans, you're going to like this because it's a great conversation piece. This is a great conversation piece. It's entertaining, it's educational, and that's what this channel is about. So again, don't forget the affiliate link for PWCC. If you're buying, it's in my YouTube description. Don't forget the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN, if you're selling on one of these PWCC weekly auctions or the premier auction or the fixed price marketplace. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great week in and out of the hobby. Stay positive, keep collecting, and peace.